Hello and welcome to this edition of Ritter's Rant. Um, I've been watching Donald Trump and his behavior in regard to the ongoing Israeli Iranian conflict. And I've been struck by a number of inconsistencies between the posture that he's assumed today and the posture that he ran upon as a candidate. I mean, we all remember candidate Trump telling us that it was a mistake for the United States to get involved in Middle Eastern wars that cost us trillions of dollars and thousands of lives and led to nothing good for America, and that he, as president, would keep us out of such conflict. And yet today we find ourselves on the cusp of yet another American war in the Middle East, this one against Iran. And again, I just want to refresh people's memory. When Barack Obama was the president of the United States, in and around the time that there was a crisis surrounding the Iranian nuclear program, and there was talk about potential American military action against Iran, Donald Trump was all over the internet condemning Barack Obama for, any concept of going to war against Iran. But here we are with the president of the United States today, basically taking ownership of the Israeli-Iranian conflict, speaking in terms of collective responsibilities. We have control of the skies over Iran. We know where the supreme leader is hiding. Oh, we're not going to kill him, but we know where he is. And demanding the unconditional surrender of Iran. To whom? The United States? Are we at war with Iran to the point where the president is demanding unconditional surrender? How do we get to this point? I mean, wasn't just a few months ago that Tulsi Gabbard, the director of national intelligence, was briefing the United States Congress on the national threat assessment. And when she was talking about Iran, she said as clear as day that Iran is not pursuing a nuclear weapons program, and that Iran has not made a political decision to possess nuclear weapons. In fact, the political decision is the exact opposite. She did not quantify Iran as a threat to the national security of the United States, especially a threat that's premised on Iran's hypothetical acquisition of nuclear weapons. This threat assessment still stands to this day and has not been contradicted with a new national intelligence estimate or a finding. And yet, when President Trump was confronted on Air Force One with the reality of Tulsi Gabbard's assessment, he said, I don't care what she says, that Iran has a nuclear weapons program. Where is the president getting his information? Who is briefing the president? Tulsi Gabbard, as the director of national intelligence, is singularly responsible for this task. It is her duty, mandated by law, to brief the president. After all, she was the one who was ratified by the United States Senate. The United States Senate, acting on behalf of the American people, said, we anoint you as the person responsible for this task. And yet the president says he doesn't care what she says. That means he doesn't care what the U.S. intelligence community is saying, which begs the question, whose information does he care about? We know that Israel has been making a case that Iran is pursuing a nuclear weapons program. Is the president of the United States of America allowing the Israeli government, allowing Israeli intelligence to run an end game around the director of national intelligence and brief the president directly? As an American, I would take umbrage at that very notion, that a foreign power has taken the lead in briefing the president of the United States on matters that pertain to war. And again, I want to remind the United States Congress that the Constitution vests in Congress in a singular fashion the ability to take the nation to war. And now we have a commander-in-chief who appears to be held hostage by foreign intelligence, taking his briefing from them, acting on it without consulting Congress. Has he come to Congress and asked for a declaration of war? I mean, he is asking for unconditional surrender, Has he asked Congress for the power to go to war so that we could accept that surrender? These are very dangerous times. We have a president who's acting more and more like an out of control dictator, a man who operates in direct contravention to the Constitution and to the notion of democratic due process. Tulsi Gabbard is the director of national intelligence. She's the one the president should be listening to. If he's unhappy with her advice, then he should fire her and find somebody else to do that job. But at the end of the day, the person briefing the President of the United States on information that pertains to the potential use of American military power in a warlike situation must be the Director of National Intelligence, an American citizen whose position has been approved by the Congress of the United States, not some secret, unnamed foreign intelligence operative whispering sweet nothings into the president's ear. This is a very dangerous situation. America finds itself on the edge of the abyss where we are about to enter into yet another Middle East conflict that will cost us trillions, cost us thousands of lives, and take us nowhere closer to the notional objective of peace and prosperity for the American people. America first has been transformed into Israel first. And this should be unacceptable to all Americans. That's my rant. I'll see you next time.